Well then, let's bring such talent on stage, and starting with a man who won the Virgin Money London Marathon title last year from Ethiopia, Tsegaye Kebede. Followed by Ibrahim Jeilan, the world champion on the track at 10,000. And the man who made a sensational debut in Dubai at the end of January, Tsegaye Mekonnen. We're also having our Ethiopian interpreter, so we'll be talking to our Kenyan and Ugandan friends. In a little while we'll be going straight through, there won't be any long intermission. So let's look back at a further reminder of the quality of the men's field.
Tsegaye Kebede comes to London to take his second London Marathon victory. Tsegaye Kebede wins in 2013. And what a performance this is, to win the Olympic gold medal one year and to follow it up with a World Championship gold medal in the marathon. Kiprotich of Uganda, he is the champion.
And this has been a very comfortable win for Mutai.
The New York Marathon fans welcome their 2013 champion, Geoffrey Mutai.
Emmanuel Mutai of Kenya, running the quickest marathon that London has ever seen. Emmanuel Mutai raises his arm and smashes the course record.
So that's the pedigree of these gentlemen. Tsegaye, when you see those pictures and you think back to the win and the really clever tactics you had last year coming from behind, do you think I'm in the kind of shape to do the same, to repeat your win, which would be your third London win?
Of course, you know, when I remember it for last year, it is amazing, you know. I'm not believing to win it because of that they are far from me. Just when I think if I finish this, I was around 5th place. Just when I look everybody there, you know, just they are far from me. Immediately I'm not thinking to win. Just after when I come around 40 or 40 kilometers, something, everybody's get tired. But oh my God, this is my goal again. I say that when I finish it, I don't know. I don't believe it. That is great.
And for this year, I think a lot of people think the field is even better, even stronger this year. Would you want to be more upfront? You cannot risk being back in the field with an even stronger men's field, can you?
Yeah, you know, just after New York, just I focus for this London Marathon. I'm good shape. There's no way I'm not winning again. Because you know everybody why they come here to win it. So I am saying I will win. You know, I will win again. I'm saying. You know.
We'll put those words to the test on Sunday, of course. Ibrahim, this is your debut in the marathon. You're a champion on the track, but have you had to change how you train, how you think about running, because this is your first marathon?
Yeah, of course, this is my first marathon. I prepared very well. I know there is many strong athletes here, world record holder and world fastest athletes are here. But I didn't worry about that. And I will not worry about who is here, what they are going to do. I prepared very well. I have full confidence. So I expect something good.
We've had a reminder of your World Championship win 2011 in 10,000. You beat Mo Farah. He's also, of course, we all know he's making his debut. Does that give it an extra edge? You think, well, I want to beat him again as I did 3 years ago?
Yeah, but I cannot say I will beat him again. I cannot say that because everybody prepared to win, to beat each other. But I can say I can do something good.
Do you have a target time?
Yeah.
What would you like to tell us? Go on. Go on, tell us.
Under 206.
Under 206?
Yeah.
Okay, right. We turn to another tremendous Ethiopian talent, Tsegaye Mekonnen. And were you surprised to run so fast early as this year, to run 204? No, to be honest, nobody expected you to be now in London and a 204 to your name.
Tanandura Dubai irratti mootee jirta, injifattee jirta. Rambo akka London akka dhuftulle namu hin beekne iyyuu. Egaa amma London jirta, London dhuftee jirta. Kanaaf qobbooftee sirriitti itti qobbooftee kan jiru.
ዱባይ ከሮጥኩ በኋላ እስካሁን ድረስ የተዘጋጀሁት ለለንደን ማራቶን እስካሁን ድረስ የተዘጋጀሁት ወደ እኔ ከዱባይ በኋላ ወደዚህ እንደመጣሁ
After I got victory in Dubai, I was preparing myself for London marathon.
ለዚህ ተዘጋጅቼ ነው የመጣሁት ማለት
So I have prepared myself and I hope I'll do my best.
Is it then something special for you to be running your second marathon in London? So does it mean something extra?
Atam sitti dhaga'ama amma Londonii dhuftee kaachuun kuni akka haaraatti sitti dhaga'amamu akkamitti ilaaltadha?
እኔን የሚሰማኝ ለንደን ማራቶን በፊት ቁጭ ብዬ በቴሌቪዥን ነበር የሚያወሉ እና ጸጋዬ ስሮጡ ማለት ነው። እኔ ወደዚህ በመጣቴ አንደኛ አዘጋጆቹንና ለንደን እንትኖቹን አመሰግናለሁ። ከዛም በኋላ ደግሞ ይሄን ላይ የተሻለ ፋይት አድርጌ ወደ ሀገሬ ለመመለስ እመኛለሁ።
I was watching TV when Kebede was winning last time, so I didn't expect I would be here today. So I was inspired by Tsegaye, and that's why I prepared myself this time to be in London.
Well, Tsegaye, your win last year may have made the race harder for you because you have another opponent.
Yeah, if not only him, Ibrahim also.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm sure you have lots of questions. Our microphones are primed, and as ever, if you would say your name and your organisation you represent, and then launch into your question, please. Who has questions? Over there.
This is for Ibrahim Jeilan. This is Larry Eater with Run Blog Run. Ibrahim, now that you're focusing on the marathon, will we see you on the track anymore?
Yeah, I'm going to do another track race, even this year. And I want to compete in 10,000 again, 2015 in Beijing.
Further questions, please. Over here, and the microphone is on its way to you.
Can I ask the three? Oh, sorry, Majindi from the Independent. Can I ask the three of you how highly you rate Mo Farah, and if you believe he can win at the weekend?
Well, shall we start with the man who holds the title? What do you think of the chances for Mo Farah on his debut in a new world for him?
You know, when you accept just like Kananisa is run in Paris because of his track runners, I think Kananisa is a big example for Farah. So there is no matter why he not run. So I think he will run a good time for him.
So you think Mo's going to run a good time?
Yeah.
Chance of winning, or how would you rate?
Winning, I don't know. I'm not saying because of I don't know. It's what's condition. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe he know about that.
Okay. Well, Ibrahim, I mean, you have a special knowledge of running against Mo, and you're a debutant as well. What do you think of his chances?
Yeah, I cannot say he will win this race, but I can say he will do something good.
To the point. And for Tsegaye Mekonnen.
እሱና ኢብራሂም ነው
እሱን በተመለከተ ነው
እሱ ውድድሩን ያሸንፋል ተባለ
ያሸንፋል ወይ እንዴት አይዋለህ
አያሸንፍም
I don't think Mo will win.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Right, okay. Clear messages, no messing around, no smoke screens. Let's go on to another question, please. Right, just as Mark Bartlett asked.
Mark Bartlett, BBC Athletics. Question for Tsegaye Mekonnen. You're still a junior and you were quite a promising runner on the track. What made you decide to go to marathon running so quickly at such a young age?
አንተ በእድሜም ትንሽ ነህ አነስተኛ ነህ እና ባለፈው ዱባይ ሮጣል እዚህ ማራቶን ለመሮጥ ምንድነው ያነሳሳ ለዚህ እድሜ አነስተኛ እድሜ
Perhaps we just need to clarify first of all. Sorry, I'm interrupting, I know, but whether Tsegaye is a junior. Can you confirm what is your age, Tsegaye?
እድሜ ስንት ነው አሁን
18 ዓመት
18 18 years old.
Ah, okay, right. So 18. Okay, sorry.
ምን አነሳሳ ነው በዚህ እድሜ ማራቶን ውስጥ ለመግባት ምን አነሳሳ ነው
በዚህ እድሜ ማራቶን ለመሮጥ እኔን ያነሳሳ አጫጭር ርቀት ላይ ስሮጥ እንትን ብዙም ሰዓት አልመጣልኝም ከዛን የተሻለ ማናጀር አገኘሁት የተሻለ ማናጀር ሳገኘው የተሻለ ትሬኒንግ አገኘሁት የተሻለ ሲስተማዎች ምናምን አገኘሁት ከዛን ይሄን ማራቶን ይሄን ከሰራ እንደዚህ መሮጥ ይችላል አለ ስላለኝ ቀጥታ በቃ እኔ ዱባይ ሮጬ ለንደን ማራቶን ለመግባት ከሱ ጋር እንትን አድርጌ ስራ ውስጥ ገብቼ ሰርቼ ለንደን ደረስኩ ነው
When I started this running business, I started with short distance running, but I didn't have good result on that. So finally I decided with my manager. So my manager advised me and he trained me well. So it enabled me that a change of the manager's instruction changed me to, I decided to run in Dubai. And then after I got good result at Dubai, I also made intensive training for London. That was my idea. That's how I began to think of running marathon.
Thank you. Just one quick other question. You said after Dubai you were going to buy yourself a car. Did you do that? And what car did you get?
Sorry, say it again.
It was reported that the thing he wanted to do with his prize money from Dubai was to buy a car so that he could drive to training.
Dubai ውስጥ ልናደርጋል እንዴት ነበር እንትን
ትሬኒንግ ኢትዮጵያ ላይ ነው አረኩ
I made all the training is in Dubai. No, in Ethiopia, not in Dubai. Is that what the question is?
No, the question is, did he buy a car with his prize money from Dubai? This is what was reported. It's in the media guide here, that he was going to buy a car to drive to himself to train.
Dubai መኪና ለመግዛት ነው መኪና ገዝተሃል ወይስ ምንድነው?
አልገዛሁትም
I didn't buy any car.
No. Well, maybe that's to come. Do you have a driving license?
አለ መንጃ ፈቃድ አለ?
የለም.
I don't have any driving license.
Well, that might explain why. Further questions on more of a running genre.
መኪና ለመግዛት ነው የሄድከው ማለት.
Please.
Roger Robinson, Runners World Running Times USA. We heard from Tsegaye Kebede how last year he came through the field because they all got so tired. I think that was the word he used. Are you all happy with the plan, as I understand it, that Haile will lead you through to 30k at world record pace?
Well, Tsegaye, first of all, yes. Are you happy with that plan of Haile as the pacemaker going through to 30k? What, 127, I think?
You know what's that? Yet I'm not only I did with Haile 10 kilometer in Manchester, But you know, when he's pace with us, I'm big confidence with him because I'm not running with him. I think if he will pace till 13 kilometers, I think I will do something on Sunday.
Okay. And Ibrahim, what about you? You know the plan. The Haile will be pacing you, the group, to 30 kilometers in a very fast time, world record pace perhaps. But are you happy with that?
Yeah, you know, I didn't compete with Haile still. So first, I will be happy to stand on starting line with our great runner. Yeah. I think it's good chance to pacing by Haile this race to run fast time, because Haile know how to run and he know how to pace. Yeah. So he will take us with F pace. So I think it's good chance for us to do fast time.
Oh, thank you, Ibrahim. Well, Tsegaye, the thought of being on the same start line with Haile as your pacemaker.
እኔ አሁን ኃይል ፔስሜከር ሆኖ ሩጫውን ለማራራጡ እኔ በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ አሪፍ ሰዓት ለመሮጥም ራሱ እንትን እንላለን ብለን አሪፍ ሰዓት ለመታችን።
I've got 2 points about this. One thing, I'm very happy Haile to be a pacemaker. And secondly, I hope Haile will push us to get more results, good results as well, because he makes us so busy to run faster.
Yeah.
So it's good. I support his being a pacemaker. I mean, a pacemaker.
Thank you.
Tsegaye, Sean Hartnett from Track and Field News. Tsegaye, last year you won the World Marathon Majors title, overall title. You had been close before. But this time you took the title. How did that affect your confidence? And what does that being the World Marathon Major champion mean to you?
Well, that my chance was 2010 when we was run with 1-0. At that time, if you look at when to finish on the line finish. 1-0 is gated, you know. I miss at that time, but on October when I get that chance, I'm surprised, you know, for me. Just now also I think maybe I feel it to get again this jackpot. I will do to get again now.
Yeah. And to have won the World Marathon Majors title, that of course London was a big part of that win. Has that meant something special to be the men's champion for that series over 2 years?
Sorry?
Is it a big thing to be the winner over the series of races, of these top races?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think we will on Friday
or on yes.
On Friday we will get check.
Yes.
On Friday, yeah, I'm happy because this on London Marathon to celebrate on the jackpot. I'm happy to it. Yeah.
Celebrating jackpot. Well, we have, yes?
Hi, my name is Agnes, Kenya London News. The London Marathon, or the marathon, is usually the battle, the East Africans sort of showcasing how powerful they are. What have you done to beat the Kenyans, or what is your strategy to beat the Kenyans?
Well, maybe Tsegaye is the most experienced of the trio. Let's hear from him.
You know, this maybe when you see a result, more runners in Africa, you know, who has a world record, course record everywhere in track and field, you know. But what that to give, you know, your time for your work, just to think I will do something. If you say, why not? Whatever everybody can do, you know. Maybe sometimes with area which you do training or something, Also, what to use for that competition maybe is necessary. What that everybody can get here goal. What necessary first is you know, confidence, just feeling, you know, the feeling or your interesting. You have to just you have to know first what you do in future. Just to go get that.
Yeah. And does it, the fact when you on the start line you look around and you see other Ethiopians, yeah, does that matter, or are you just thinking about your own race and you think, oh well, whether your rival is Kenyan or Ethiopian, that doesn't matter?
You know, mostly when Ethiopia and Kenya run together, of course, I'm supporting Ethiopia. Otherwise, I will in Africa, you know.
Oh, that's fair enough. Okay, there were a couple of questions over here. If not, well, I'll just throw in one of my own, and then we can sort of pause and have our further guests on stage. That we were laughing amongst ourselves beforehand, and you may. Hope you find it amusing. We were saying, well, maybe Ibrahim, we saw on the track and beating Mo Farah in that 10,000 meters in Daegu, sort of clean shaven. Now he's got a beard. We were reflecting that maybe this is a sign of the wisdom of the rhyme, indeed, of the ancient mariner or marathoner. Have you grown a beard because you feel you're a marathon runner now, Ibrahim, and it's time to show your wisdom? Is that the reason for the beard? Or no? Well, or is it maybe more training that you don't have time to shave?
I didn't get time to shave this one.
You don't have time to shave?
Yeah, because I was training for marathon.
Yeah, but you don't think the on Sunday. Thank you very much to our Ethiopian trio. And we're just going to pause very briefly and have our further talented guests on stage. Well, thank you very much for this first half. Thank you, gentlemen. And let's start with Geoffrey. You had injury problems last year. You dropped out. Do you feel you have something to prove, to show what a good runner you are to the people in London?
First of all, I thank the organization for London because they invite me again. I didn't do a good performance last year, but of course for me it was painful to drop out during the race. It was not my willing because I tried to go, but unfortunately I didn't make it because my injury was getting more pain. So I see that let me drop out and then to go and heal. But now me in London again. Obviously I was already, for me I do my own preparation for this race, and now I'm focused for this race on Sunday.
Okay. Stephen, we all know of your achievements in championships. Your best is 2:07. Is it about time that you showed you can run faster? For all your talent, you can run faster in a race like London than 2:07?
Thank you very much. Let me start by honoring the people of London and the race organizers for inviting me. Despite my time, my performance is bad, but I salute them for honoring me. Concerning the race on Sunday, I'm looking forward to improve on my time. Since that's the target, I've been fighting for a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you done anything different in training to say, I mean, of course, as a racer, you've beaten everybody, but to say, well, can I change something in training so that I can be up there with a 2:05, even 2:04 pace? Have you changed training?
Not yet. I've not changed the training, but my training has always been good. But only the mind, I need to change the mind when I'm running the race.
Okay. Emmanuel, have you used perhaps the fact that you were second last year? You had a very strong contest with Tsegaye. Have you used that as incentive to train and prepare for this year's race to go one place better?
Yes, for me, I'm privileged to be here again. So my preparation for the marathon for this time, I take it seriously to focus on London this Sunday. So my training was good. Although my expectation last year, I was expecting to win, but due to some problem I had, so that's why I got second. But I ran a good time of 2:06, but although I was second also, the same preparation of that year, so make me run to 2:03.52 in Chicago that I was not expecting to run a side time at a long battle, but for this year I'm looking forward to run good in London.
Yeah. I understand when we were talking earlier that in Kaptagat back in Kenya, you and Stephen sometimes share a track, doing track sessions. Is that true, and how do you actually do the sessions together?
Yes, during our training we meet with Stephen 3 times a week, so our preparation is well on good. So, but you know, when it's come to competition now, you have to be more keen on your training, the way you have been training, and also the mental. You have to be prepared mentally so that how to tackle the race. For I know for this time the competition will be very tough, concerned about how the field is strong. Yeah. So you have to be more mental to see how you run your own race on Sunday.
Okay, microphones as ever are at the ready. Let's go to your questions, please.
Hello, Sean Ingle, Guardian. We've heard that it's going to be a pacemaker. It's going to be a world record pace up to 30 kilometres. A, what do you think about that? And B, is there any possibility you think the world record might be either broken or we might come very close to it?
Yeah. Geoffrey, would you like to take that first?
Okay, actually what I can say is that our world record is depending on the racer and our opponents and my colleagues, how we can tackle that base, and as you know, it's depending again on weather. So world record, it can be possible for one who is strong and who is in shape. Mm-hmm. But if you are not in shape, it's not easy.
And the fact that you'll have, well, no less than Haile Gebrselassie pacing to 30 kilometers on world record pace, is that going to be a help? Is that something you welcome?
Yeah, it's okay, but after 30 kilometers, you don't know how it can happen at the end, because the course in London is different with the other courses, which many men have been broken world record, like Berlin. So you don't know at the end how you can finish the time.
Yeah. Okay, Stephen, what's your view on that? That first you have a pacemaker to 30k and it's Haile, and then the chances of someone breaking the world record.
First of all, it is a great chance for me to run to race with to have Haile again as a pacemaker, because he is the master of the roads. Also, they say that all marathons are not equal. Okay, the distance is the same, but the courses are different. But with Haile, running as a pacemaker will be good, because for him, in the first place, he knows the course and he knows the pace. And coming to world record, for me, last year, when I remember last year, I was in myself world record pace up to 19 kilometers, then I fall back. But this time, I think the record is just something that comes just by luck. You know, when you are lucky, and then you can smash the record. But with the field, with the athletes who are present, I think it will depend with the weather also, and everything will be possible.
A lot of factors. Emmanuel, what do you think of that? The pacemaking of Haile to 30, but also chances of a world record with such a strong field?
Yeah, for me, I see the Haile being a pacemaker is good. But he said he want to go with world record pace until 30. But for London, for me, I have a lot of experience in London for several times. But I don't think that London we can break a world record with this strong field, because maybe after the pacemaker, so that is now will determine how strong are you. So for me, I see to break the world record this time is not easy.
Yeah, okay. So we've had to take some questions from over there. They're standing up. Oh, well, no. Okay.
Hi, my name is Agnes again. The Kenyan First Lady is running this marathon, and the President of Kenya will be watching the marathon too. How does that boost your confidence, or does it add pressure to you to outperform everybody else?
Well, take Geoffrey.
First of all, for me, what I can say about the First Lady or the President, for me, I will do my own job, and for him, he will be there watching. But they cannot. There is no something change. They cannot add me anything. But for me, I will focus with my own race. Yeah.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, for me, for the First Lady, I know he's doing for a charity work. But you know, for us, we are on our own preparation, and whatever we are going to do, they will not make any harm, because since we have been invited to compete in London, so our focus was to run good in London, but we don't focus about what the President will be doing or the First Lady, but us is to focus on our preparation work, what we have done, and then to run good on Sunday.
Right. Standing up, yes, please.
Simon Hart, Daily Telegraph. Geoffrey, you were in New York and you saw Mo Farah collapse after the finish line of the half marathon. What was your reaction to that? And do you see that as a sign of weakness, or do you expect him to be much stronger here in London?
Actually, what was happening in New York there, for me, I was shocked, because my colleague, I was taking him as my colleague, as my competitor. For me, I did not take that it was weak. It was weakness for him. Maybe he was not feeling good. You know, you can beat someone today, but tomorrow you cannot beat him. So I was not taking that it was a weakness. For me, maybe it was another day for him, and maybe he was not feeling good.
Okay, and at the back.
Keshamnyati, SABC. Question for Stephen and Emmanuel. I just want to find out from the two of you, when you're training together, who is stronger, or who seems to have the energy to keep on going and going? Thank you.
All right, we may have a race, so who's going to answer the first? Stephen, it makes you laugh, so come on, tell us the inside secret, the inside track.
Thank you very much. That question is a nice question to both of us, but it will tell itself on Sunday who will be ahead of one another. Is the stronger?
For me, I cannot say Stephen is stronger than me or I'm stronger than Stephen, but during the training, everybody go with his own pace, you know, as long as you did what you expect and to achieve at that day. So during the training, it's different in the competition. So when it comes to competition, so you have to put all effort, but the training, you make the training maybe 70% or 80%, so at the end of it, you see you have done the training, but you reserve energy for the, make you to build up your strong for the race.
Okay, any more questions? If not, or just Larry?
Larry Eater with Run Blog Run. This is for Stephen. How has your back been feeling? Is that all good? And after you won in 2012, what did it mean for your country?
Come again.
Yeah.
You had some back soreness about a year ago.
Because I've been in the training, and the training has been going on well, and I see it as I have gained some okay, I say it, I have recovered my back. So London Olympics actually brought a lot of things to my country and also to me as personal. First of all, in the first place, I used not to be known, but now in my country, everyone knows me. I'm a famous guy. Another thing also, it has also promoted sports in my country. everybody now knows about sports, and people are actually trying to fund sportsmen and women. Thank you.
So, well, thank you. And of course, there will be a chance for one-to-ones and group interviews with all our athletes from the elite men's field after this press conference. And we have the celebrities press conference, photo call at 1:30, and the press conference at 2, something rather different. And then among the press conferences tomorrow, the elite women's. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank our athletes. Thank you.